haha. We in the money, Cuddy. And action. What name did we decide to call this again?
We didn't decide a whole bunch of names.
We had a good one. But
it was like
we had a
Highway 80.
It was Highway 80, but then it was something else. What was another one?
Ashby Avenue? I don't know.
Ashby Avenue.
Oh, Mosi and Cousin Oscar.
It was Highway 80 podcast.
Right.
Featuring Mosi and Oscar.
Right. We might still just roll with that.
It might work.
I think we should just do it.
It might work.
I'm not against it. We ain't started yet. We started.
We starting. Like, this is it.
This is it.
This is it. What you?
I want to pull the the screen off the camera because these old cameras they still overheat. They ain't like the new joints that.
Oh, you gotta pull the screen off the camera.
Pull the screen like off the camera so the back could like breathe a little bit.
That's a trick? I never knew that was a trick. Maybe that's why my shit be overheating so much. Can I leave it?
No. Yours is overheating so much because it's old.
Okay.
And that was before they had the technology to not overheat.
He said, your shit is ancient.
It ain't ancient, but like it was a revolutionary camera. The A6300,
it was a great camera.
It is a great camera.
It is a great camera. I still got it over there tucked away, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. But yeah. So we back.
Are there like topics?
No. Don't worry about this.
I was about to be like, man, he didn't wrote out like a whole.
I should have in my I sent you the joint, right?
I know,
bro. I remember this, so it's good. So what's up, y'all?
You don't have it on there? You don't have WhatsApp
what?
On there?
No, I don't connect to my. I don't connect. Hey, right. Stop asking questions.
Stop asking questions. Do the intro. We got enough B-roll and everything.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Long Live Mosi, aka Mosi. I'm here with my cousin Oscar. We're here with the Highway 80 podcast. You did? Yeah, we out here. Podcast. We thugging. And yeah, how was your week?
It was nice.
How was you since the last time we?
It was great. Like I had some good times. So I'm ethically non-monogamous. I don't know if the people they know.
AKA he a freak.
Nah.
Big freak.
No. Stay tuned for my personal podcast about ethical non-monogamy. But I'm ethically non-monogamous. I had some good dates this week. They were good. I do miss my boo. She's out of town. I haven't seen her. I'm a little sad. Hey, boo, this is for you. I ain't gonna put your name out there. You might not want people knowing all your business, but yeah. But week's been good. Work's been good.
Okay.
Just finishing my self-review. Then I'm gonna do some peer reviews. I'm up here. Photo shoot got canceled on Wednesday. I was a little sad about that, but it is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She said she was sick.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay. Oh, well, shit. My week was cool. I had a couple interviews. I'm about to get back into dancing. Yeah, I know. Everybody keeps saying that. I know. Everybody keeps saying that. If I get back into dancing, your boy been working kind of hard lately, and you'll find out later in life the reason why.
Yes.
Yeah, You'll find out the reason why later on in life, but right now,
you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
If you know, you know.
And I just been working and trying to figure out this production thing, looking in the ins and outs, seeing how me and my cousin can build off of what we know collectively together. I've been jotting a lot of things down. I got my notepad over there. I wrote I think I wrote like 10 or 11 things that I want to accomplish for 2023. Even though I'm not trying to wait until 2023, it's written so I can make the transition from now until next year. This being one of those type of things. So I've been kind of, getting my hands dirty a little bit, and
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
that.
You know? Oh, shit. What you want? You want to get straight into
I
it?
want to get into it.
You want to get
I
straight
want to talk
into it?
about this religion thing.
Oh, I knew you did. That's why I said. That's why I said it. That's exactly why I said it.
It was hilarious. It was that after we stopped filming the last podcast, we got on the topic of religion, and cousin was like, I could put your religious preferences out there. I don't know. I should put it out there.
Yes. Oh, let me put it out there. Put it out there. For those of you who don't know, I am a Muslim, fairly new, really new to it. So when I speak, I'm not speaking to educate. I'm just speaking off to tell people how I found Islam and my perspective on it. Okay. So let me put that out there right now. Okay, now you can go.
So he told me that, and I kind of made this look on my face. He's like, save it for the podcast. He's like, save it for the podcast.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
Because, so I have a very interesting relationship with religion, right?
Okay, talk to me.
I grew up in the church, right?
We both did.
Grew up in the church. Yeah. I even preached when I was younger. Like, I wrote sermons.
You did?
Yes.
You did. I remember that.
Yes.
Oh.
So I grew up in the church, right? So that's a thing. One day I was watching, I don't know if it was the History Channel or the Discovery Channel. It was like Channel 9 or something. Like, I don't even know if we had cable then, but I was watching an educational program. And on the program, they were like this room full of men, and I'm pretty sure it was white men at the time, sat down and debated on which books would go into the Bible. And at that point, my relationship with religion became very difficult. Because I'm like, so there's this group of men who sat down and said, this is what we're going to put in the Bible because this is what we think are right. So it's like, that makes it a hard pill to swallow. And so I had that. And then I stepped back and then I started really thinking. I was like, what is religion really?
Right.
I think it's more of a way that people try to grasp and understand something that is
understand.
That you can't understand. Like,
yeah.
You don't know what happens after you die. Yeah. No one really knows what happened to create the universe. There's there's all these things that we don't understand, and I think religion is a way that people are just trying to find comfort within so much unknown.
Right, understood.
Having said that, I do think the way I explain that unknown is it's the universe, it's a higher power. There's something to an order above us. What that is, I don't know. And religion is very, I think it's a tool used to control people sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
I think it's misused frequently.
No, I think it's misused a lot, actually.
Right. But what I do recognize and love about it is this the spirituality aspect of it, and the seeking to be a better person, the seeking to be good to others and everything.
Right.
And just the seeking to move yourself forward. I don't think you have to subscribe to a religion to do those things.
Understood.
I think a person should have an internal compass to want to be the best at whatever they are. So if you an a-hole, be the best a-hole.
No, please don't.
I'm not saying you should,
please
but
don't.
I mean, and that's a whole nother topic. But just be the best at whatever it is you do. So if you're gonna be a photographer, be the best. If you're gonna be a dancer, be the best.
Right.
If you are going to be a bus driver that takes kids to school, be the best bus driver that takes kids to school.
Right.
But so religion, atheist, I can't really necessarily classify what my religion is, and I know that would piss a lot of people off.
No, it's called agnostic or some shit like that, right?
Yeah. If you want to, do I celebrate a specific religion? No.
Do you believe that there's a higher power?
I believe there's a higher power.
That's more like an agnostic, I believe it is.
I believe there's a benefit to spirituality.
Yes.
That because just anything where you do self-reflection is going to be a benefit. So it might be agnostic. I don't know.
Agnostic, a person that believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence of the nature of God or anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith or disbelief in God. If you want to.
I mean that's close. I mean that might be the closest.
Because the closest thing.
Yeah. Because I was watching the show. It was called Easy. Have you heard of that show on Netflix? No. Mm-hmm. It's a good show.
All right.
But this chick in the show has like a college fund. It's like $40,000.
Right.
She takes it and donates it to the church. What does the church do with it?
Spends it, buy a building, of course.
They bought an altar, a marble altar.
Yeah, all churches we want to build new buildings and stuff.
and that's fine.
That's cool.
That's fine if your offering goes to the building fund.
Right.
But if it don't go to the building fund,
I mean, what are tithes? You know what I'm saying? Tithes are you paying it to the church, and I guess the church can do whatever they feel is necessary for the community.
You know, when you give to the church, you should be able to earmark your money. This got to go to the homeless shelter.
Okay.
At this location.
Understood.
You know how like money's earmarked for government?
Yeah.
It has to go to those things, has to be spent, or it can't be spent.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. I look at religion as a tool to understanding the unknown. As like me and you, we both grew up in Christian homes, you know what I'm saying? Christian families. So we know and we understand the idea of Jesus. And I truly believe that religion is, like I said, it's a tool to understand and get closer to God. Now, whatever religion you choose, that's the practice that you're using to enhance your spirituality. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's not hard to explain, but I don't want to. Like I said, I'm not going to get too deep into any type of religion per se.
Right.
But I do feel like you said, I do feel like religion has been misused, and I do feel like it is used to it's used as a weapon, and it's also used to steer people in a direction that whoever's using it wants the followers to go. Being, let's just say, the church, being that's what we're more, not to talk bad about the church, but that's just what we have in common.
Right.
What you said, the $40,000 in the tithes thing, it's like, you think you're giving it to God and hopefully they're doing something righteous with it. But, you just gotta pay your tithes and hope it, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to a marble floor. I was having a conversation, and I won't say who with, but if you end up watching this, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I was having a conversation, and the person, I told the person that I wasn't celebrating Christmas. I stopped by and say hi to everybody, whatever the case may be, because I know the family is going to be together.
Right.
So I stopped by and say hi, and they were like, "Wow!" I was like, "I don't subscribe to Christmas." And they was like, "Wow, ooh, this and that, this and that." I'm like, "Well, one, I'm Muslim, and I've already brought this up to this said person before, and they were like, this and that, this and that. You need to pray. And I'm like, that's how I ended up finding Islam. Because I did pray. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, this wasn't something that I just woke up one morning and was like, I'm a Muslim. It took time. Like, I haven't been to, I stopped going to church almost 7 years ago because something in my heart was just telling me that you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like something in my heart was just like, I'm sitting in church and I'm seeing everything that's going on.
It wasn't right.
If you go to church, I don't want to say it's right or wrong, but if you go to church, I just was seeing certain things. I took a step back. I started going to Bible studies more often, just to get around like my peers and stuff like that. It just wasn't hitting me the same, you know. So I had to take a step back from religion. Like that's when I got into spirituality. So I started looking at like African, African spiritualities. I started looking at the ancient Egypts. I started trying to figure out where we come from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What religion would or what spirituality would suit me best. You know, and it came down to just me and like I believe in God. You know, I believe in God. I believe in God. There's nobody else I believe in. So that kind of eliminated the idea that I'm praying through Jesus to get to God, you know. So I was like, yeah, it's crazy. So when that seed sparked, and every time I would pray, I out of what's the word I'm looking for? Out of habit, I would always be like, in Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? Like in Jesus' name. But when I said it, like I would be like, nah, that's not. I don't feel like that was.
So wasn't right in your
it
spirit.
wasn't right in my spirit. And sometimes I pray in the shower and I just be like, what? Like, no, like that's not it. So then I stopped saying in Jesus' name and I just started saying amen. You know, but then I noticed like the signs around me were like kind of like talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I read like when people find that aren't born into Islam, they find it and it's a calling. Like there's different things that lead up to it. And one of the first signs I had bought this chain. It's not a chain, but I had bought this pendant, and it's Allah in Arabic. It's God in Arabic. And I bought it because it looked nice. Straight up.
Right.
Cuddy, I bought the shit because it looked nice. It was a nice little pendant for my nice little chain. Right. Bought it because it looked nice. All right, boom. After that, I just started seeing like a bunch of like crescents with stars. I started seeing like different things that took me into this and I know I'm long-winded right now, but I saw a lot of things that took me into this
in that space.
In that space. I started seeing crescent with stars. I started drawing stuff. I started I noticed the artists that I was listening to were Muslim. They would throw little things in there subconsciously that now I'm picking up on. Like, wait, what?
Right.
Wait, this nigga Dave Chappelle a Muslim? You know what I'm saying? Like, but this nigga Busta Rhymes a Muslim?
Right.
Nas then, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like all the rappers, Kevin Gates, like these niggas. It's just back to back to back. And I'm like, all right, cool. So now I'm taking it into consideration, and instead of just like jumping out the gate and going, I started doing my own research. I want to connect. I want to find that connection for myself before I dive into it and let someone else teach me the teachings. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to have a good foundation of what's going on, so I don't go into nothing being misdirected.
Right.
You know, because there's those type of people in any religion. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's those type of people
in general. Period. Right. So I'm talking to this person and they telling me how disappointed they are. I said, so are you disappointed in me or are you disappointed in my actions? They couldn't say nothing. I was like, okay, well, at least I know where you feel now, like how you feel, you know? And I told them, I was like, you can't dictate what I'm going to do in my life. You know what I'm saying? Or how which path I'm going to go down. I have to find that for myself. And Islam it's peaceful. I found peace in Islam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know God. I don't, like you said, I don't feel like you need a religion to connect with God. But for me, I found peace within myself so I could talk to God and I can hear God clear in Islam. So it's like, you would think it'd be like, oh, okay, cool. You know, but it was more like I want you to come talk to my pastor. And I'm like, I don't care what your pastor's going to tell me. Your pastor's not going to tell me anything that I have not heard from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they got to like, oh, you believe in Farrakhan and you believe in this and that, like you following that Farrakhan man. I'm just like, no, that's the Nation of Islam. That's different.
Right.
That's different from what I practice. You know, like I you know, shout out to the minister, but that's not where I am with it. Right. You know, my and like I said, I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's not where I am in my religious belief. And you could just tell this person didn't have much education on the topic.
Right.
So I'm like, I grew up in the Bible. I grew up as a Christian.
Right.
You don't know nothing about what I'm doing right now. Why don't you come learn this? No, I don't want to learn that. It becomes, okay, now you're willingly choosing to be ignorant.
Right.
I didn't ask you to convert.
Right.
I didn't ask you to come join the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, I asked you to listen to me and hear me out on why I'm here. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But at least open your mind.
Be
up.
open.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't that. So I was just like, it is what it is, dog. I can't really call it.
I mean, it's hard to be open to things that
you don't understand.
Especially if I think sometimes when people don't understand things, something you're doing, they don't want to hear about it. But I think they more so don't want to hear about it because they're not fully comfortable in whatever it is they're in. Like, it's hard to hear about other stuff if you're not comfortable with where you at.
Right.
Because, like, someone could come to, I'm comfortable in my ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
Because, like, monogamous people come to me all the time, bah, 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 and just firing all these points. I'm like, that's cool. I understand. I get it. It's valid.
But
it's not what I'm going to do, though.
Right. Understood.
Right? I'm comfortable in who I am. Like, when it comes to photography, people say, doom. I know why I do photography.
Right.
I know why I do it.
Right.
And I know if I want to become society's version of successful in photography, I got to do different things that I'm currently doing.
Right. Understood.
But most of the time I do photography for my love of photography.
Yeah.
And so my love of photography doesn't necessarily prescribe to how people see what a successful photographer is.
Right.
But I don't let that bother me because I know where I'm at with it. I know who I am.
Right.
So I think sometimes when people don't want to hear someone else out, I think it's because they're not deeply rooted in who they are or what they believe in. And I could be wrong, but
I mean, but it's you could be wrong, but you could be right. You know what I'm saying? And I also, like I said, like I said before, I think it's just also a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, a lack of fear of the unknown as well.
Yeah.
I'm not a lack of, excuse me, fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
You know, something that you just don't understand and you don't know, you fear it. And the conversation started off as programming. We were talking about I'll be having sometimes. We were talking about that, and I was like, he's programmed. It became like that. And they were like, that's the problem. Y'all always think something programmed. I'm like, everything is programmed.
Everything is
Every single thing is programmed. Mind you, they're on the phone scrolling. I said, you're programmed to scroll through your phone the way you do. That's why you send me all these TikToks all day long. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a program. Whoever designed the UX designer that designed the phone knows how you're gonna hold it, knows what you're gonna do. Mm-hmm. Those software developers, they know, even with this right here, with this IG going live, like, they know the framing, they know the X up there. You want to click down there, they know
they make
that.
Everything easier, so it's
accessible. So you can it's programming you to do that.
Yep.
Side note, that's another reason why I said when I have kids, I'm not gonna allow them to sit on the. I'm not gonna have any iPad babies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to be
there,
involved,
be present and involved.
Yeah,
it's hard. Now, you saying that now.
I'm saying that now, but I'm gonna do that. I know it's gonna be hard. I know the task is gonna be hard.
And I would, if I could recommend something, it
sidebar.
Don't have. Definitely sidebar. It don't have to be 100%. They can't.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's not cold turkey. It's not like you can't ever have it's limiting the time to where there's physical bonding with me and my child.
Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
if of course I got something to do, you can sit down here, but I still kind of want to be monitoring you. I know it's going to be a lot. I know what I'm putting on my plate. But going back to that, it was just, it's just like, I think this person just didn't understand.
Yeah.
And then what I won't even say hurt my feelings, because I understand people
Right.
Maybe just like, oh, okay, I was content with what I said, is when they said, I'm not even trying to understand. I don't need to understand. But you want me to understand you,
right?
But you won't take the time to understand me.
Right.
That is a one-sided street that I'm not going down.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I feel comfortable with where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you don't even have to argue about it.
It's
like, okay.
That's what I got to. I was like, all right.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's on you. You got it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that was I knew this religion topic was gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Because
you got it.
It didn't necessarily go how I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's deep. Like it's deep. It's such a deep subject.
And as for men, especially black men, like we're not a monolith. So it's like you'll see black men who are Muslims. It's very prominent on the East Coast. You'll see black men, Christians. I think those are like the two top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Catholic, some Catholic.
Yeah,
Baptist.
This nigga stupid. Yo, that video is hilarious. Did you see that video?
What video?
The dude walked up to somebody in the front row of church and just started took flight.
I did see that.
And then you saw the homie that did the commentary on it?
No. I saw the video though. Somebody said it in the group chat that I'm in on Instagram. Yeah.
He's like, that must be a Baptist church because the way he just walked up with the smoke wall. But it's hilarious. I'll show you after this.
He said a Baptist church. You know what I'm saying? That's hella funny, bro.
Yeah, back to you going. There's lots. People
and
very diverse.
And as black men, I feel like it's okay to be what you are.
Oh, one of the best things I ever heard. I think it was he used to be a Cowboys receiver who did Michael Irvin. He did commentary, and this was back when Michael Vick, when he played for Falcons, he ran all the time, right?
Man, boy's on his feet.
He went to the Eagles and they tried to make him a pocket passer.
Right. Worst decision they ever did.
Michael Irvin was watching him. He's like, yeah, see, he was about to run right there, but then he didn't. And Michael Irvin's like, be who you are, Mike Vick.
Right.
Be who you are.
Right.
And that's what people gotta learn to do. You gotta be who you are. Like, and be who you are, be the best person you can.
Right.
At the end of the day, religion, spirituality, I think that's what it's all about. Just being the best, most genuine person that you can be. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy.
Being the best you can be. What's that video you sent me?
Oh, today?
The 50 Cent video.
It's 50 Cent one. Yeah, no, like, so that was crazy. I love that.
Let me see. I could probably pull it up on the laptop on Instagram because you sent it to me. But when you sent me that video, I resonated with it so much. It's funny because 50 Cent is a nut, first off, because I wasn't expecting the ending. The ending had me,
about the life?
Yeah, the ending had me weak. Hold on, I got it right here. I'll play it.
Oh, well, I mean, you could just like do an insert of it.
I ain't doing all that in the editor.
No.
I ain't doing all that in postcast. Trying to make me do my work, do what I got to do. Why it's not working?
No matter how much support you provide them or love you show.
Okay. Well, don't go back. Here we go. Here we go.
Some people are not built to make it. That might sound harsh, but all my experiences have taught me it's true. No matter how much support you provide them or love you show, their lowest habits are going to pull them right back to whatever struggles they come from. That's why one of the keys of being able to hustle smarter is learning how to identify these kinds of people before they drag you back down to the bottom with them. One of the first rules of lifeguarding is never get too close to a drowning person. Why? Because when you reach them just before they go under, that person is just going to jump on your back and cause you both to sink. You always want to try and keep something, a float, a board, or a piece of wood, between you and the person you're trying to rescue. If they get too close, punch them dead in the face and get them off you. Otherwise, you're both going to die.
That's hella funny.
Some people are not.
Punch them dead in the face and get them off you. Go ahead.
The reason why that resonated to me is the part when he says people go back to their lowest habit.
Yep.
Woo! That way, like you can throw the rest of the video away or the rest of it away.
You can wrap that shit up.
You can wrap it up. But when he said that, I promise you, I had tingles in my soul when he said people go back to their lowest habit. And it's funny. Like when I posted that I usually don't post a lot on my stories because I'm like,
which you should.
I should, but I am. I'll be fully transparent with y'all on here. I'm worried about what people are going to think of me.
That's everybody on social media.
Right. But I had to post this because it was just like so powerful. And one of my friends slid into my DMs like, oh, this is a person who do foul stuff, right? And I was like, well, they might do that stuff and maybe they're a victim of what they were talking about.
And they understand it.
Yeah, and they're going down to their lowest habit. And that's what it is. I also saw another video. I didn't post this.
Side note, why do people always want to kill the messenger? Just take the messenger. Just take the message for what it is. Like, God damn.
I mean, I think sometimes it is difficult to see past the messenger sometimes. It is difficult. If you don't...
if the messenger's not a grapist, I don't want to say the word because YouTube demanded the grape.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
I see where you're going.
If it's... Or just like a cold stone killer, then it's like, we all have faults. There's something wrong with all of us in a sense.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect.
Right.
Sometimes it's just shut the fuck up and take the message. And for this, the 50 Cent, it's a shut the fuck up and take the message. Yeah. We all know 50. We all know his sense of humor.
Right.
We all know he could be a bully.
Right.
Obviously, there's something he's doing right because he's successful. And there's people in this world that do still love him and care about him.
Right.
So he's doing something right.
Right. Well, what was even funnier, I saw this other
video. But going
video.
back to what you were saying.
I saw this other video. It was like, it said something about even if you're trash, you could do something great. Because it's not called a trash can. It's called a trash can.
Get the fuck out of here. Even if you trash, you can. You can if you really want to. But at the end of the
day, like, nobody on this earth is perfect.
None.
Like zero.
Not one soul. Not one soul.
It's like, but you gotta take that message. That message of you go down to your lowest habit, like that's crazy. That's why people who win the lottery lose all their money because they're going back to that lowest habit.
Well, I'll piggyback on that, and we'll go back. But I say, money just enhances who you really are.
Woo! Yes.
Money just enhances who you really are.
Yes.
He's like, hey, I know.
Yes.
It just I feel like money should be a tool to better your life. I don't
money's a tool.
I stopped using the I'm chasing the money thing. Mm-hmm. I even stopped working with people who are working just to chase the money. That's why when I started bringing ideas to you and we started working together, it was never about the money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You never was like, all right, well, we got to make this much, do this, or we should split this. And it was like, cousin, what you need? Yeah. If I got it, then I can, you know what I'm saying? Or let's figure this out. Let's do this together. All right, cool.
It's about getting ahead.
It's about, you know what I'm saying? It's about moving ahead and
not even just moving ahead. It's about producing and leaving a legacy for this world. Like
I was about to get to that, mother.
I'm sorry. No, because you're talking. Sometimes you better blurt it out when you mess with.
But it enhances who you are. Money enhances who you are, and then I think it's a tool to not only better yourself, but to better people around you. Mm-hmm. And most of the millionaires, billionaires that I be seeing online and talking to online, they say they're not worried about money. They're worried about how to better people and how to help people, and that's where their money comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like what you sent me. You sent me something. You sent me another thing on Instagram too. I think it was.
They get me with that scrolling. We was talking about the scrolling earlier. They get me. I started doing those stories, and I'd be like,
yeah, that scrolling shit is. Oh, it's like the emotions. I forgot how I was gonna. That'll be another, whatever. But anyways, yeah. They got a brain fart. But yeah, I feel like what you about to say on the end? What you about to
the legacy stuff? Or?
Yeah, money is building something.
Yeah.
That's where I was going. I don't work with people who chase money anymore. That's it. That's all. It's just I could tell where it's going. People get antsy. If the money's not coming in, they want to switch up. They're not sticking to the plan.
Right.
They just want to. Well, it's not making me this, so I gotta figure it out. Do this. Like, like let that shit just marinate.
Yeah.
Like let it work. Like let it. Yeah. If it don't work in the Instagram ad for the shoes. Remember, I was like, I only did it for like 2 weeks. She was like,
how you gonna do it for 2 weeks?
Like, you don't
expect a return.
You're right. You don't get no return in 2 weeks.
You didn't even do it long enough to know if it was not working.
right.
You got to do it long enough to know it's not working.
Shit, I tried it. How long? 2 weeks, nigga.
Bro, like, and here's how I know money. Like, I didn't start making photography money until 2 years ago. I've been a photographer 17 years, and it's not like. And yes, I could have hustled and made money sooner, but when I did start making it, it was coming to me. It wasn't like I gotta chase this and everything. It's like people recognize the skill, and it's like we gonna hire him. Right. Or hell, look at my job. Like my salary in my 30s has gone up a lot.
Yeah,
but it's because I've perfected skills.
Right.
I've built something better. So it's like when someone focuses on leaving a legacy, to leave a legacy, you got to do great work. You got to do great work to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
Like
that's why I named my brand Honor and Legacy.
Bruh, and every time I listen to the radio, that's the type of legacy that I want to have. Like you hear.
What you mean?
You could put on a Stevie Wonder song.
Got you.
Right now. And he's like, oh, like. Right. That's legacy. He made that song before did he make that before we were born?
I think so. Let me see.
Like, but to this day, that joint go, right?
Absolutely.
Jay-Z, countless hits. Kanye, countless hits. Drake, countless hits. Dr. Dre, countless hits. Too Short, countless hits. Ice Cube, like. That's a legacy right there. It's
right. Understood.
That's what I want to do for this world.
Damn, nigga, that song was, wait, what?
When was it recorded?
1976.
Nigga,
we weren't even
thought of.
That wasn't even an idea. I wasn't even, nigga, my mom was 7.
That song is almost, what, 1976?
1976, released in 1976.
So 30 years would be 2006. 40 years, 2016.
Bro, my mother is 54, I believe, and nigga, she was born in 69. She was like 7 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old when this song came out.
The song is over 45 years old, but that's legacy. That's what I'm talking about right there. Like,
yeah.
This is what I think about. When I'm gone and someone pulls up photography, when they talk about like Gordon Parks.
Yeah.
And when they talk about those famous photographers.
Or even like Getty Images.
Yeah, like, it's just like, I want to leave something great for the world.
Right.
Like, we doing this podcast now.
It's cemented. Once it's uploaded, it's
done.
Cemented.
It's out there forever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to start printing out more of my work. So if society goes, technology blows up one day and there's nothing left, and somebody could be
walking down the street and pick up a paper and like
who did this picture? This is fabulous.
This nigga, they rewrite a Bible over this nigga's photo. Let me stop, G. Let me stop. But no, I definitely understand and I get it. And I feel like going back to the 50 Cent video, another thing that made shit that resonate with me is sometimes when he said, if the person is struggling, you got to have that guard between you and that person, just in case they try to pull you down and you punch them in the face and you let them drown.
Right.
Because me, I'm so giving and I'm so loving and I care so much that there's no barrier between me and this drowning person, because I want to embrace you. I want to hold you, and I want to use my one arm that I got and swim to safety, you know. But sometimes through my experience in life, you can't do that with everybody, because not everybody's gonna relax and trust you enough to do that.
Right, absolutely.
And then sometimes they're just gonna go back to what they're used to, and that's might be survival.
Right.
The survival instinct.
For most people, it is
survival. It is survival. You know what I'm saying? So I now that where I am in life, I know I have to put a barrier between. I could love you from an arm's length. I have to love you from an arm's length.
Yeah.
You know, unless you like my girl or like my child or something, that's different. I might bend the elbow a little bit. I might bend the elbow a little bit. But for the most part, I'm for everybody else is like here.
Yeah.
Because I can't go back to that.
You gotta protect your peace.
You know, I can't go back to that at all.
And here's the thing about someone who's struggling and flailing. They might not necessarily be trying to take you down. But because of what they're doing, they will.
They will.
Like,
they will.
Because it's like,
fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, they might not. Because they fighting for their life here, and you come over, you trying to save them, but they're so caught in that fighting for their life that they take you down, and they weren't even trying to take you down,
and they don't even see it.
They can't. They can't.
I've had friends or.
I mean, we all know people like that. Like, I've been fully transparent, and I might catch some heat over this, but that's why I stayed on the East Coast so long. I was like, I love my family, but I can't be involved with them the way that, like, they may want me to be or whatever, because it wasn't. I'm just at a different place, and I'm doing different things, and it's like.
Nigga, did you forget who you was talking to?
Oh, no, I know.
The professional choreographer, the only dancer in the family?
Look, I told him.
Do you know what the look that I got when I told niggas I was about to be a professional dancer? Coming off sports?
I remember. You tried to get a job. I was like, don't do that.
You did. You did tell me.
He was like, I'm about to go get this adult job. And adult job is just anything other than following your passion or what you... Right. And I was like, don't do that. I was like, don't do that. And then 3-4 years later, he's flying around the world, and I'm still jealous. He got like 2 full passport books and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
That just reminded me. You be sparking a lot of ideas. I listen to you a lot.
I know you.
I listen to you a lot. I listen to you.
Why do you think I told him one day, if we wasn't cousins, I might actually be your friend.
If we wasn't bound by blood, I might actually still be your friend. This nigga's stupid. But yeah, nah. It's one of them.
I mean, but it's
I felt that way when I started dancing as well. So I understand where you're coming from. It's like I had to separate. I had to separate myself from friends and family. Because a lot of my friends is hood niggas. A lot of my family's just hood niggas, but also didn't know.
Right.
You know, it's like you don't see what I see. So I have to step away from y'all because y'all just gonna bring me down to your idea of how you think and what you think about this world. And it's like, nah, dog, you don't know. And if you're not trying to level up and learn with me, you're not trying to swim with me,
I gotta go.
Then I have to go. I'll be back. Or I might not.
I'll always love you.
Yeah.
And you could call me and we'll have a conversation.
Right.
But as far as actively trying to be around you or actively trying to be in someone's life, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
It's like it's a lot of energy.
Because I did, and it brought me down, man.
And they weren't even trying to bring you. I bet most of them weren't even trying to bring you down.
Nah, I think some niggas.
Some might have been. I'm not saying you know.
I ain't gonna go too deep in it. I start. You know what I'm saying? But I think some niggas.
Some people will.
Some niggas was after me.
Some people are.
Cause
some people are. And I've seen it in my life where it's like, what?
It's like motherfucker want to be around you. Just because of who you are, what they can like, what they think you can do for them,
right? And
instead of just asking and saying, "Can you do this for me?" They just want to ride the wave,
right? I know a lot of times when
because I know you said, I know you were joking. You said, "I'm jealous," and I get it. And I get the tone. I understand the tone of it. So I know you might. Yeah, I might be jealous of this nigga flying, but I'm not about to.
I'm not trying to bring you down.
Right.
When I said it, I meant it along the lines of like, man, that's an awesome life you living.
That's what I mean. That tone of like, I'm jealous that you still.
I'm like, wow. I was like, look at my little. Look, I was bragging.
Trust me,
proud
I
of-
know. Because
Look,
every time you like, man, this girl said she didn't even call me from
Yeah,
DC. Like, she said she know who you is. I'm just like, oh, that's crazy.
I just be with people, and I have his page would come up, and like, oh yeah, I know him. I'm like, that's my little cousin. They be like, for real? I'm like, yeah, like, and it was just amazing. Like, I'm like on the other side of the country, and these are people, like, and they just know, and this is like, I was like super impressed. Like, it was just, I was just impressed. I was proud, and like, you were living a life, and I think you might appreciate it as much as you should now. I don't know if you did when you were in it.
No.
Yeah.
Because I was tunnel vision.
Because you were in it. And I get it. It's hard. It's hard to really appreciate it when you in it. But like, looking back on it now,
I appreciate it now. I appreciate it now. I wouldn't change nothing about it. I would change some things, but I would change how I handle my money for surely. That's one thing I would have changed. But you live and you learn. I always say, because I didn't go to college.
Right.
You know, I always say my college was my life experience.
Yep.
So I had to go and go out there and learn the business through doing business. I had to build the plane while I was flying it, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't, like I said, I don't regret nothing. I love everything, and like you said, I do appreciate it. I think I appreciate it more now because,
or maybe not even more, just differently.
Just differently, yeah. I was gonna say I appreciate it now because I've seen it, I've done it, and now I'm okay with not doing it.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now I can just have kids and raise my family and be cool and show them that way.
Yeah.
And we still about to go up because we still about to get to the money. So we still about to be traveling. So it's not gonna be anything different. It's just I'm gonna do it my way now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do it differently and paint a different picture with it.
Right. So that's already one legacy that I got cemented in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then boom on the night. Man.
Is Tiger popping tonight?
There's actually an event going on. My boy De'Amos is throwing an event tonight. Let me see.
My table money is gone. I ain't got no table money.
We don't need no table. We don't need no table money because I don't think you can get tables at this club. It's a little bar type situation.
Oh, okay. Even as a bar, yeah. I love that way better than a club.
Yeah, let me see.
Bars are my jam. They my jam.
He said our functions in the
Lost Society DC was my bar for like 5 years straight. Bruh, somebody would ask me on a Friday, where are you going? And I knew they didn't know me.
You know, they got tickets at the door.
Tickets, how much tickets?
$20.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. I'm trying to see. The damn font is so small. What time it say it start?
What? 7? No.
Yeah, that's the street.
If you make a flyer and you want people to come to your event, the address and the time should be large. Those are important things.
It's preferred, actually. Let me just go to the website. Feel you.
Jeez.
I believe it's. Oh, damn, I don't even know what time it is.
And if somebody from Netflix watches this, you need to make the FX30 Netflix certified so I can go ahead and buy that.
Please don't give this man no reason to buy anything else.
Well, so it's either the FX30 or the FX6 and another FX3. So like,
man, look, I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. This production company about to go up, so y'all might as well just get into it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's 7:30. Cutting. What you want to do? You want to go? Grab something to eat, what? Or you want to?
I gotta go see my homie. It was his birthday on Monday, so I gotta see him. So maybe I'll invite him out.
Maybe. But I feel like we, you know what I'm saying? You got anything else you want to tell these people? I feel like we said a lot in those two topics.
Bruh. I didn't know it was gonna be so deep.
I didn't know it was gonna be so deep.
I was hoping it'd be like more entertaining, more funny, but we went deep.
But see, that's the thing though. That's the thing about what I want to create for this podcast. And I told you this before, and I just tell it to the audience. I want to joke around and stuff like that, and I want to, talk shit. I can get in my character, my ain't shit Chronicles character. I'm genuine, but I ain't shit. Because it's funny because a lot of people see my content and they think I'm dead serious.
Nah, that's satire.
But they think I'm dead serious. I mean, some of this, like a lot of 93.7% of the stories are true.
Based off a true story.
and the character is exaggerating the delivery.
Right.
You know, and then I'll bring that to the stage, but I also want to make this a safe space for us men to be able to come to and gain knowledge and talk to each other, whether we agree or disagree, or bring in this information and we can all, you know, fact check each other on this information and just keep building and keep building and keep building. Yes, like I said, I do want the fuckery. I do want the laughs. I do want to talk about women. I do want to do all that, but I want us to be able to also put that aside and talk business, talk relationships, like not just like fucking relationships, like relationships between friends, family, brothers, whatever the case may be.
Everything's a relationship. Yeah. But any interaction between two people's relationship.
And also leveling up. Like, nigga, that's the word I'm looking for. Overall. I want to just be able to, as men, and especially as black men, to just be able to have conversations so we can all just level up. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I feel like that's it. Anything else?
We out.
Man, I'm out.
I think we out.
I think we're good. I was still looking for the date. I mean, the time on the flyer.
Look.
The time on the flyer.
If you make a flyer, date, time, location. Who, what, when.
Okay.
Where? Why?
Ah, shit. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Long Live Mosi. We on my channel, Talks with Mosi, but this is, well, what did I say? Was the Highway 80
featuring Mosi and
Highway 80 featuring Mosi and Lil Oscar. But we're gonna keep it on my channel for now, Talks with Mosi. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram,
IG, OMIV photos.
And then God Langston _ I'll put it right here so y'all can do all that. We out, because I'm about to get some food. The nigga really hungry. And my cousin got to cut all 13 of these cameras off.
It's like 100 billion cameras. FX30 Netflix.
Man, make it happen. Make it happen.